Sarah,
Hey Heidi.
you want to tell us what volunteers need to know about answering the back door? Yeah.
Yes, I would love to.
Great.
So, we have this beautiful phone here that will tell you when to answer the back door. You might hear people knocking or yelling or any number of other things, and we purposefully don't respond to that because we want to make sure that a volunteer isn't encountering someone with a mattress and a television.
Yeah.
So you're going to wait for the person to pick up the phone. It's going to ring the office. Someone from the office will ring this phone. You will hear it ring. You do not need to pick it up. You hear them talking, you can just say, yup, got it. And they'll say something like, there's somebody here from Stop and Shop, or there's a donor with some food.
You can just talk right at the phone? You don't need to pick up the receiver?
You can just talk right at the phone.
Awesome.
The magic of the 21st century.
Cool.
And so then you say, yep, I got it. You open the door, and you don't know who you're going to see.
Okay.
Unless they might have told you it's a volunteer versus it's a food donation. So if it's a volunteer picking up potentially bread from Stop and Shop or food from River Valley Market, those people have, in theory, already been trained.
Yep.
They know what they're doing. They're gonna take it from there. You've just unlocked, and they're gonna come in. They're gonna take the binder that has all the place for the food donations for the local stores. They're going to weigh it. They're going to log it in. You don't need to do anything. If you have time, feel free to help them if they would like it.
Cool.
But otherwise, you're done. Or it's maybe somebody from a food drive. It's a school that did a food drive, and they have 3 cars worth of stuff, in which case maybe you're going to offer to grab a cart, go out there, help them load. Everything's going to get weighed. Those kind of situations, whether it's 10 pounds or 500 pounds, it's going to get logged in the screen book.
Okay.
You want to make sure that the information gets in here in a way that it's going to be useful to the office. If you have not been trained in what to do with this book, make sure to ask Diane for that. We won't go into those details.
Okay.
Everything's going to get weighed. Assuming it's non-perishable, it's going to go on these shelves, which at the moment look really full. You might encounter this and not have a place to put it. If that happens and you don't know what to do, get Diane.
Okay.
Or Sarah. If it's perishable stuff and you don't know what to do with it, get Diane. Or
Okay.
Sarah.
And if you don't know how to use the scale, I know this video isn't about the scale, but I see that there is a big how to use the scale sign.
There is.
So.
And if you need help deciphering this, get Diane or Sarah.
Awesome.
And if you notice anything unusual, like I'm noticing right now, it says -1. It shouldn't say -1. It should say 0. I know how to zero it out. If you do, fine, go for it. If you don't, get Diane or Sarah. And they'll help
Alrighty.
you. I'm going to zero that right now. What else? So one of the most important things is that you, whether you realize it or not, when you open this back door, you are a representative of the Survival Center. So you might be encountering somebody who's never brought food to us before. You want to make sure you're warm, you're smiling, and if you don't know what you're doing, that does not matter. You just need to be polite, make sure the food gets in, and if you need help, get Diane or Sarah.
Okay. And if somebody comes in with, like, they're totally in the wrong place, you just can ask somebody else.
Absolutely, yes. So if somebody says, I have a donation of clothing, and you say, I don't think clothing comes here, let me check with the office, you can pick up this phone and call the office. You would pick up and press the Diane button or press the Amy button or the Walter button. Any of those names will get you somebody in the office. Or you could run up to the office and say, I have somebody here with a donation I don't know what to do with. Or you can, if it's not a lot of stuff, you can say, would you mind going around to the office door?
Great.
And just to add on to a previous point about weighing stuff with carts, make sure that anything, whether you're weighing with a cart or a hand truck or anything else, that gets subtracted from the weight.
How much are you subtracting?
The cart weighs 65 pounds. The hand trucks are different amounts. If you, and again, Diane could give you more detail about it. If you don't know how much it weighs ahead of time, you might want to throw it on the scale and find out. Or after the fact, you can weigh it and subtract that amount.
All right.